I'm Margaret Workman. I am one of the Democratic nominees for the West Virginia State Supreme Court in this upcoming election. I'm a native West Virginian. My dad was a coal miner from Boone County. He later became a city firefighter in the city of Charleston. I've had a great life. I have 3 wonderful grown children. I was fortunate enough to be the first woman ever elected to statewide office in West Virginia, served as a circuit court judge and then a Supreme Court justice for 18 years. And I'm returning now because I feel that I can still be of great service to the people of West Virginia in the judicial system. Well, I think the 18 years prior experience is the best reason that the voters need to seriously consider placing me back in office. If you look at my record, first of all, my record is one of being very fair to everyone, being very honest. My integrity is impeccable. I don't have any black marks on my integrity. And I think the people of West Virginia are really crying out for authenticity and integrity on the Supreme Court. Well, I think the job of the court is to follow the law, to interpret the law where it needs interpretation, and not to be an advocate for either side, whether it's business or labor or plaintiff or defense. I'm troubled sometimes by judges saying, well, I'm going to get up here and do this for this group or that group. That's not the judge's job. The judge's job is to be fair and neutral, follow the law. The people of West Virginia have a right to certain expectations in their court system, and I think those are key ingredients to an effective system, and their fairness and integrity and energy. And by energy, I mean hard work. During the years that I served on the court heard record numbers of cases and put out record numbers of opinions in the history of the whole state. And over the period of time, the numbers had been dwindling. And I want to be part of making this a very hard-working court because we are the only appeal court in West Virginia. We don't have an intermediate appeal court. And so one of my goals would be to persuade the other justices, let's accept more cases. Let's really create an environment where we're talking about the issues of importance to the people, and the people have a sure feeling that their issues are going to be resolved according to the law and no other consideration. One of the things that I would really like to accomplish is to see the family court system improve and to be more effective because, most West Virginians who interface with the court system unfortunately do so through the family court system, through divorce, child custody, domestic problems of other sorts, domestic violence. And I was the justice, when I was the Chief Justice, I lobbied the legislature to create the family court system. And they did create that system, and over the years it's made improvements, but it still has a long way to go. We are one of only a handful of states left that does not have an intermediate appeal court, and it would be a good thing, it would be a useful thing. The concern I have, though, is that obviously it would involve a substantial expenditure of state funds, and I'm not sure that there is the political will amongst the people at this time to embark upon a whole new level of the court system. And if I'm going to be perfectly honest, I know a lot about the court system, having worked in it on the inside for 18 years. And if there's one segment of the court system, if we have another $1 million to spend, where that money ought to go is improving the family court system. And I think that is a greater need, if we're going to establish priorities, than the need for an intermediate appeal court at this time.